Players, this is 23-year-old Senior Airman Roger Fortson. On May 3rd, he was fatally shot down by an Okaloosa County Sheriff's Deputy. That deputy is now on paid administrative leave, and the body camera footage has been released. That deputy shot this man mere seconds after the door opened. Let's talk about it. So according to reports, 23-year-old Roger Fortson was a senior airman in the United States Air Force. He had been enlisted since 2019. He lived off base in Fort Walton Beach in an apartment. So on May 3rd, the leasing office called authorities because there had been some type of disturbance in one of the units. So according to the body camera footage, when the deputy arrived on scene, he was speaking with, I'm going to assume is the manager, and they identified the apartment as 1401, said that there was some type of disturbance coming from there where it was a male and a female yelling at each other. Now, when they get to the elevators, the deputy proceeds to the unit by himself. The unit has been identified as 1401. He gets to the door, he knocks a few times and identifies himself. However, he's standing to the side, so he can't be seen through the peephole. You do not hear any disturbance coming from inside of the apartment. Roger opens the door. The deputy says, step out. When he goes to step out, he has a weapon in his hand. The deputy immediately fires, according to Ben Crump, 6 shots, where Roger unfortunately lost his life.
And I was hearing someone go like, like right after, but I wasn't sure where it came from. And I said, oh, I didn't want to call the police.
Which room is it?
1401. 1401. The girl sounded scared when I called.
Sheriff's office, open the door! Step out.
According to civil rights attorney Ben Crump, who has been hired to represent the family, yesterday during a press conference, he stated that Roger was on the phone with his girlfriend. They were not, according to her, they were not in an argument. There wasn't anything contentious going on. And when Roger heard the knocking, he did not hear the officer identify himself, and he didn't know who it was. So he went to get his weapon. This weapon, according to Ben Crump, is legally owned by Roger. And according to the girlfriend, Roger didn't know who it was and what was going on. According to the Okaloosa Sheriff's Department, the deputy responsible for this has been placed on the standard paid administrative leave pending investigation. He said at a press conference yesterday that investigation is ongoing. But civil rights attorney Ben Crump has accused the department of covering up misconduct in the aftermath of this terrible, terrible act. During the press conference yesterday, the sheriff stated that though no sound from within the apartment indicates a violent argument of the type described by the woman in the video was occurring when the deputy arrived, Mr. Fortson's comments indicated that he did acknowledge it was law enforcement at his door and that he arrived at the door with a firearm in his hand. Now again, the video indicates that the deputy stood to the side of the door, out of sight of the peephole, and began firing immediately after the door was open. Of course, here at the Black Curate News, I send my condolences out to the family and friends of Roger Fortson. This is absolutely tragic. Watching that body camera footage, he was on the deputy was at the side of the door. He didn't know what was going on, and he legally owned his firearm. Y'all put your thoughts in the comments. This is Double D Mo for the Black Curate News.